All right, we're going through the chords of Dust in the Wind. Here's the intro. All right, now on this last A minor, you're gonna play the pattern twice, or sorry, half. It's half the pattern. And then A and B together, and then the G over B chord. And that's second fret of your A, third fret of your B. Pointer pinky, or pointer ring, or even middle pinky, whatever. I'd probably go middle pinky, because then you're going to C. That gets you to the verse. Let me strum through the verse chords. It's C major, to G over B, and then A minor twice, and then G, D minor, and then A minor twice. That second A minor, this first time around, you're gonna play it just like you would like we did for that last A minor for the intro. All right, and then verse again, C, G over B, A minor, G major, D minor, and then 2 A minors. Full patterns this time, right? And then the chorus one. Chorus one's gonna happen. D over F sharp, right? Second fret of that low E, second fret of the G, third fret of that B. Right hand's on the thumb, thumbs on the low E, middle's on the B string. All right, and I'm gonna reach through those with my ring. All you need is that third fret of your low E here. Thumbs on the low E. Don't play the A string, thumbs on the low E. And then open B string. Open D, open G, that's pointer middle, thumb, middle, pointer, middle. So A minor, sorry, D over F sharp, G, and then A minor, thumbs on the A string for the right hand. And then A minor over G, so thumb's gonna come down to the back down to the low E, right? For the right hand. And then the D over F sharp again. And then that G thing, it's just the third fret of the low E, right? And everything else is open. And then you have full A minor. And then you're gonna pause, right? You're gonna go A and B together. Still on the A minor. And then you're gonna move to G over B, second fret of the A, third fret of the B, right? Just the A and B strings with the right hand, you just pick those two. So A minor, open A, first fret of the B string. So then you get that G over B, and then down into verse 2. Okay, so let me strum through those chords for that chorus one more time. Starts on D over F sharp. This G thing, we're calling G, and then A minor over G, and then there's the D over F sharp again, and then a G, and then A minor, and then here's our transition back into verse 2. It's A and B together, still on the A minor chord. And then the same thing, but do it on a G over B. And then down into the verse 2, okay? So here's verse 2 chords. C, G over B, A minor twice, then a G, and then a D minor, and then an A minor, and then it repeats. C, G over B, A minor, and then there's a G, and then there's a D minor, and then there's two full patterns on the A minor here. Here's chorus 2. Chorus 2 is different. It gets you back into the bridge. It gets you into the bridge in the solo section, right? So here, everything's the same. We're gonna play that D over F sharp. I'm gonna pick it. And then again, D over F sharp. Third fret of the low E, and then right here, where earlier we had those two A minors, and then we did and we went back into the verse. We're not doing that here. So chorus 2 looks like this. We've got D over F sharp, the G thing, A minor over G, right? It's the first half. The second half goes D over F sharp, that G thing, just that third fret of the low E, and then right here, the next chord is going to be the first chord of the bridge. And it looks like this. It's good old chords. I think it's like an A minor suspended 2, or an A minor add 9, whatever you want to think about it. Beautiful chord. 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th fret of the D string. That D string. And then the 5th fret of your G, of the G string. Pointer, ring, or pointer, pinky. One of those two, okay? Now, whenever I say roll up on your pinky, roll up on the tippy finger, I mean like there's a little area like right underneath where your nail starts. That right there is your tippy finger, and it's gonna help you to know that, especially with your pointer finger. Pointer finger needs to know that. Because you need an open B string, you need an open A, and so to check, you go, you only want those middle 4 to ring out. You really don't need the low E or the high E at all for this part. You're gonna play that chord twice in terms of the picking pattern. Picking pattern's gonna happen twice. Let me just strum through the chords real quick. You got this, and then you flip it. 5th fret of the D, 7 of the G now. So the first chord happens twice. Second chord happens twice. Picked, it sounds like this. And then second chord, or really it's the third chord. Let me do that one more time. So the first chord. Make sure it's all nice and clear. Sustain it as much as you can. Let all the notes ring out. Flip it. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to go down 2 frets. Same everything, same strings and everything. 3rd fret of the D string, 5th fret of the G. Open A, open B. Happens twice, right? And then right here, it's going to be middle finger is going to join them. 3rd fret of the B string. 5th fret of the G, 3rd fret of the B, 5th fret of the G, 3rd fret of the D. Only one time on that pattern. Now the alternative way to do it would either be to bar it. You could bar it, and you just need that 3rd fret of the D, 3rd fret of the B string right there, 5th fret of the G, and then open B string. So you got this, and again, and then I flip it, and then again, and then you move this shape down 2 frets 2 more times, and then you need this, and then you need that one more time. And then that section happens 3 times, and I'm going to play through that very, very slowly. And then you flip them. Scooch it down 2 frets. You should be on the 3rd fret, and then the 5th fret. 3rd fret of the D, 5th of the G, right? Open A, open B. And then again. And then that, either this, and this, or this. And let your middle finger help him out. You just keep that open A, it's important. And the final chord is, it's that 3rd chord we played. 3rd fret of the D, 5th of the G, open B, open high. Sorry, open A, open B. So, so it happens 3 times. I don't know how many times I played it, but it happens 3 times. And then it strums through all the chords of the intro. Anyways, you know them all. And then it does everything exactly the same. It goes to verse 3 after that, right? Don't hang on, nothing is forever but the earth and sky that slips away. All right, and then the last chorus, right? It's chorus 3, right? We got dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. Everything's dust in the. And then right there on this next A minor, that's going to be our outro, okay? And you're like, Austin, that chorus was way long. Yes, it was. The last chorus happens 3 full times before it lands it on the 4th one, okay? And what I mean by that, it goes D over F sharp to this G, and then A minor, and then A minor over G. And then it does it again. D over F sharp, G, A minor over G. And then once more, D over F sharp, G, A minor over G. The 4th time, it's going to play D over F sharp, G, and then here's the outro. First chord of the outro is A minor, crazy, right? And then open B string, and then pinky on the B string, 3rd fret, just like before, and then A minor, and then open B, pinky, pointer, open, pinky, pointer, open, pinky, pointer, open. Ooh. That's that part we were talking about, right? But it's a really good way to work on your dynamics when it comes into fading out. And most people don't fade out live unless they're fading into another song. But most people would land on an A minor if they want to end the song. But I hope that's clear as mud. So let's go over the form real quick. If we've made it this far, congratulations. We got our intro, we got a verse, we got a chorus. We have another verse, we have another chorus, we got our bridge. Bridge has its own little section that happens 3 times. It goes to the intro chords once more. We have a verse, we have a chorus that happens 3 whole times, and the 4th time it goes into the outro, which happens like forever until you deem it be done. Whenever you want to land it, find the next A minor, slow down, and then land it. And then boom shakalaka, just like this video, the song is over. Good luck, have a good time. If you have any questions, let me know.